All right, well, we made it to Munich. Emily, Nick, Parker, and Tucker were all on the same flight. All of our stuff made it onto the flight, made it to Munich. Didn't even end up having to pay for the boat or any of our bags, which was sick. Huey was nice enough to leave the whip behind for me to use, which is gonna be clutch for 2 reasons. One, don't have to rent a car. Two, even if I'd gotten a ride to Plattling with my leg, I definitely don't think I would be walking to the hotel, to the hole every day. It would take me like an hour each way. Like I said, Emily, Nick, and all of them were on our flight. We all made it together. My dad was already here. He's been here for like a week. And my mom and Casey just arrived. By the time we actually finished, we arrived a few hours ago. By the time we actually got the car and everything, my mom just arrived. So we're all gonna get to Plattling about the same time. We were supposed to be in Plattling from 4:45 to 6 for some filming. Yeah, definitely don't think we're making it to that. But the good news is, no matter what, should still be able to paddle today, which I'm stoked about. 1 week out to World, 6 days out. Fired up, time to get going. Back at Plattling after 14 years. Trying to remember how you can get there. How's everybody doing? Yeah. So it actually like pretty supported. Very surprising, yeah. Better than I expected. Hole looked pretty epic a few days ago.
What's here?
I think the highest it's been all year was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And then, but hey, I have no reference. I'm sure this will feel great. Woo, first time back at Plattling in 14 years. So stoked. It's down to 170. It's right at the cusp of getting like really low, but it still looks really good. You can hit bottom. I don't think my boat's gonna look very pretty by the end of these 2 weeks. Unfortunately, it was pretty high 2 days ago. Compared to what it was down to like 140, which basically means nothing existed. We'll take where it's at right now. Fingers crossed we'll get some more rain, it'll hold some flows, but either way, stoked to have to go ahead to paddle. It's gonna be fantastic.
Gonna go around and shake everybody's
Yeah, it would take an hour. The restaurant would be closed by the time I got through. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
Could be worse. Could not be able to paddle.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, buddy. Like perfect timing where I could do this. But if it was like 3 weeks from now, I would probably just be watching because I don't want to re-tear it. Yeah. But can't tear it anymore now, so able to paddle. Yeah. Could be worse. So to be, I was coming either way, but paddling's way better than not paddling. Got about an hour of sleep last night from 11 to 12. Couldn't fall asleep again, so came out at 4 o'clock, paddled for 2 hours. Lineup was like 4 people, which is wild considering that today's the first day of team training. I figured there'd be at least 30 people out there. It's definitely lower today. It still felt great. That was going so good too. I thought the stern was the one you had to worry about. There's gonna be a lot of tears for carbon boats. I haven't even done a loop yet. Woo! Phew! Ah! Woo! My level's at 164 or something. When the tricks go, they go really good. The most aggressive rock is literally in the most powerful, best part of the hole, and the window is like 4 or 5 feet wide. It's a really fun challenge, although really intimidating with the carbon boat. I thought the whole carbon situation here was going to be like slowly wearing down the boat, like in sort. It's like one proper hit and you just destroy the boat. A lot of people have like Kevlar bumpers. I might need to find someone in the parking lot willing to build me something, because I haven't done a loop, and I have only done like 2 tricky woos because those can just destroy the stern. So probably gonna get a lot lower over the next like 3-4 days, and then fingers crossed the rain over the weekend up in Munich and further upstream will give us some more flow. But all those years practicing in shallow hold in Colorado is definitely going to come in handy. But unfortunately, we're the last session today, so we go at like 6. But that session this morning made me very happy.
Digues, doncs sí, m'agradaria. No, tant sí, sisplau. M'agradaria.
My boat's not happy with me. So on the first training session with just McNasty's, I broke my bow in 2 places. I wasn't trying loops, trying to avoid breaking my boat. So I put some foam bumpers and duct tape on. Last night did okay, but was trying really hard to avoid the rock, which is, and like not trying tricky routes, which is not ideal for Worlds training. And then this morning, I was trying to get my McNasty's better and landed stern first on the rock and put a hole in my boat. Ordered some resin, there is carbon, but what if it gets lower and through the competition, or even it stays these levels, the boat just keeps getting worse and worse, and I put a hole in the boat and then have to like try to duct tape over a hole, constantly be duct taping throughout Worlds, or repairing the carbon and then re-breaking it. So kind of hard to be Worlds training when you're worried about hitting bottom all the time. So because of all those reasons, Nick and I literally drove over to Mega Sports and we're buying plastic boats. If it means that I can actually go for all the tricks without worrying about breaking the boat, worth it. So let's go buy a kayak. That was my OG signature. I was like so creative.
Yep.
That's cool. Like a 91 photo of Dan Gavir.
You guys had to have...
Looks like that was before Bren dialed in his signature. Last time I was in a blue and black boat, I destroyed my leg. Much appreciated. Day for yesterday, level dropped down to 147 in the morning. Put everyone in a bit of a panic because that could happen on a competition day. Today I did it again. Very interesting. It's up to 150, raging. So I'll go practice the right because if it's 155, 154 and under, they'll have the competition on River Right. It's actually a fun little hole, steep, shallow, but when the tricks go, they go good. It is pretty wild at the World Championship. It's one thing to train different water levels. It's a completely different thing to train different water levels in 2 different features. I don't know about anyone else, but I like it. Well, due to the water levels, we had only 1 day of team training, a lot of open training, a lot of varying water levels. This week is going to be very interesting. Every day you're going to wake up not knowing the water level, what it's going to do, or if you're even paddling that day, it'll depend on what the levels are doing at 7 a.m. They're adapting as best as possible. It is going to be hilarious. I feel like it's like Vail, where you never know what the level is going to be, and you adapt accordingly, but with the World Championship. I think it's going to be fantastic. But, bonus point for today, it's opening ceremonies. Let's get it. It's a beer vending machine. While we're here, do you want something?
25. Here in beautiful Plattling, and the Magdalene is already a legend among our athletes. And you guys here, Canoe Freestyle World Championship Open.
Pretty well. Like, you're doing really good at this. He's even got the Teva logo on there.
besondere Freude, Sie heute im Sportland Bayern in Plattling.
Well, that was fun. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, before the ride. Arriba!
Abajo, ascento, adentro.
To the right. So you're gonna drop her nose in. Nice big Space Godzilla. Getting into a bit of a side surf, trying to back it up. Comes around. A nice McNasty. Ooh, unfortunately. There it is.
Emily dented her stern on the McNasty. It's funny being at a whole world. Literally the hardest trick is doing loops.
I think he might be out of luck on that one. He's been
Washout, going for the washout to the other direction. Actually, why not? You can see that boat sparkling underneath the water as well. And there he goes, trying to drop it in. He's working the boat down, and yep, you can see the edge of that paddle, and now it's gone.
It's great when you use a paddle to mystery. Doesn't matter if the paddle's still out of the water. It's just the head of the paddler and their boat needing to be underwater, so he's still.
One thing that's pretty funny being back in Plattling and watching men squirt. My first ICF gold medal was actually squirt in 2011. Last night we knew we were going today. We just didn't know if it was river left or right. We woke up. It was 1:57 at like 6 a.m. whatever it was. And I had felt like 1:57 because the cutoff to go to River Right is 1:55. But yesterday they decided not to run men because they'd been going down slightly and it got to 160. So they didn't end up doing men, and it held at 160 all day, which was hilarious, but they had to make the best call possible. But the good news is, we woke up at 157. I thought maybe that would be river right, because if it dropped below 155, the river left, you can't do a whole lot. 158, right around the time they had to make the call, so they put us on river left. Fingers crossed, flows hold all day. Nick and I are in the fourth heat. It'll be a great time. Bartle and I were on the junior team together in 2011, so he felt like he had to come back for nostalgia's sake. Up, up, up! Woo! The 2005 Junior World Champion, people. Yeah!
Beautiful looking at the first side. He's really showing that he also wants to stop this. Okay, so the Sonic Monkey.
It's Dane. Let's guess who's right. With that all day. Enter one. Spin, shove it. Spin, shove it. Others is the most
Oh! Very cool. Look at he's trying to get his head up from it. Now see there. It's nice and beautiful, Sassy. Second and again. He's not going to waste any time. Very good. Already racking so many points on the board. Going for it. Look at these people.
He's definitely going slower than he normally would.
There we go, yeah. And going for the Sonic.
Up, up, up! One more!
Yikes, bro. Get her shit together.
And straight into that nasty, really nasty play on that shoulder going. Looks like that, but that's the other way. He pulled that round. He's no stranger to the way that there's so much in the water that he was able to really finish that trick. Going for that Sonic. He's exactly super straight at the end, and that is what the judges like to see. Go for a Sonic in the other direction. Really nice. The Sonic has to be quite a high angle on the tail. So we'll see what the judges say. Lovely move. And using that shoulder, setting up, looking for that Luna. Finishing that in a cartwheel, so possibly rest for enough. We'll see what the judges say. Lovely space cooking in there. That was really nice, very patient. And look at that.
Yes, boy!
Much better.
So with Columbus.
Extremely big moves going next for that.
Thank you. McNasty, entry 3, straight into his Onyx Monkey. That was very nice, very aerial, almost huge, I would say. Going for his other side phonics, very, very fast.
Who makes it going?
Starts this ride off.
Now, Anthony Hall is a beautiful Anthony McNasty straight into the front.
When there's enough water,
He's definitely plugging big. There's a nice McNasty.
Well, my first ride was pretty horrendous. 500 points is not how you want to start off the one of two rides to make it on. Went for a horrible phonics and got my paddle stuck on the rock, lost it with one hand, flushed. 500 points is, it could have been worse. Yeah, that wasn't ideal. It wasn't even that bad of a flow, just paddled pretty bad. But the second ride got like a 920, 930 or something. Luckily, that put me in a better position. I am still definitely not safe. I'm in 6th right now. Makes it interesting. We'll see what happens. Still a lot of good people to go, but...
What's up, Dane? It's Team Ireland here. You left your GoPro down, so we said we'd say hi.
Yeah, it's going great.
Awesome. Hot? Yeah, hot. You're up later?
Yes. Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
I'm safe. Worst I can do with 18.
You can see him carrying his face
paddle a little better tomorrow.
A real difference to the wingovers that we've seen a lot of. Going for that twice, the nose and the tail.
The bow to third tap.
Now we know why he's got
Direction. Yep. There it is, a really nice one direction, and he's going for straight for that Luna, really nice Luna, linking it into some cartwheels, going straight.
As he goes right there.
Really nice with some air. Going for a Luna, look how vertical that end was.
At least the river's refreshing. Junior women are going. McKinley Cape beat my first ride, which is great. Totally fine. It's fun watching junior men here because the first place I won junior men.
Setting up for one more thing, a space between.
Valentine. This is the first time since 2007 I've watched C1 instead of competing in it. It's very strange.
Entry, Fisher King, throwing it up so clean, maybe trying to get a French entry. Now he plucks for Luke, plucks for another.
They're doing Masters today, 40 and up. Go!
And early, gonna re-go for that McNasty.
I love how he said so funny because since 2017 we've been saying that the grandstands need shade. Because 2017 Argentina, 2019 in Sort, even Nottingham, it wasn't as bad, and then back to here. It's just so hot, but there's no shelter. So it's hard to either watch a full round or a whole day, especially without getting just sun out. I know we bought like 10 umbrellas. We bought like 3 for ourselves. And then when Joe went to the store, I was like, buy 6 more, I'll pay for them, and I'll put them around the grandstand.
Yeah, we can see the score bumping up here as
definitely a super solid ride. Around 266 points as of right now.
All right, day 4, Thursday. So we made it through all the prelims for every class. Today is the first day where we're waking up. They're gonna have to move us to River Right. It's at 153, 154, right around there. You can still do tricks over here on River Left, but if it were to get any lower, it very quickly goes into like, you do a loop and maybe both McNasties. But the good news is River Right changed sometime in the last few years, and now there's a really good hole over there, especially if you're used to paddling somewhere like Vail, like knowing how to play in the backwash, play with a steeper feature. It's actually really sick over there. And the fun part too is like you can go really big on a lot of tricks. You can even do some links if you want. Setting up can be a little funky, but the only thing about the other side is there are some rocks underneath the hole, kind of under the foam pile that you can hit super hard with your paddle on trickies, lunar. But when the tricks go, they go really good. So yeah, we're stoked.
Again, so this event already going down in the record books as pursued.
Because we were on River Left for prelim, now River Right, there's going to be some big change-ups in the leaderboards for both men and women.
And I wasn't really paying attention, and after 2 moves,
yeah, Dane! Sick ride. Oh, no. Oh, shit. A little more would have helped to feel safe, but at the same time, anything can happen. There's some people getting surprising sick rides, and some people you think are going to be sick having a little bit of difficulty. Come on, team.
Nice, healthy wing over.
Stay calm.
Frenchie entry, except for I don't believe he got that nasty around as there.
Interesting.
That right one scores right into the box. No break between possible lead zones down into a wing over right there. Opting not to go into the McNasty, but right into a lunar. Putting almost an air cartwheel on the end with the McNasty.
Really good.
He's gonna go for the lunar.
Yeah!
Self-graded one, but he's going for
he wasn't that mad tomorrow this day.
Straight through and to the right, McNasty with.
Oh no.
It's not quite getting
Do it again.
It's okay, it's just one.
Going
There it is.
again. And it's
Yeah, it looks like he's working his way using the feature, trying to. There it is, a big McNasty. It's so hard to get the stern up, so you'll see him kind of bouncing up the feature, going for the McNasty in the.
And we just need to see who's in the commentating booth here.
Got a fresh set of lederhosen because I realized I left mine back in Tennessee like an idiot. Well, it is Friday. Today was supposed to be semifinals. Unfortunately, level dropped to 147 this morning, got up to 148, never above. Unfortunately, they ultimately decided through some discussion that the Federation was not comfortable doing it below 150, which is a bummer because the river right hole is sick between 145 and 150. I guess they just didn't feel super comfortable because a few people had hit their heads. It's easy to avoid, but it does happen. So they didn't feel 100% comfortable running forward with the event below 150, which is definitely a bummer because the hole is really actually sick over there. But from that happening means that today we weren't able to do any of the semis, which means that all the smaller classes are kind of stuck off of prelim results. And for us, our quarterfinal results should end up being the final results for the World Championship, which unless tomorrow, Saturday, we wake up and somehow it's at 150, we would run forward with our semifinals, which could end up being our hypothetical finals if it dropped again. Like going into this week, we knew something like that could happen. So in the end, really a bummer because it's always fun getting to do all the rounds, but all of us knew the smart thing to do was treat each round. With that, doesn't look like Saturday is going to have the levels to bring it up to where they feel comfortable running it from the organization. So unfortunately, quarterfinal results will likely be the final standings for the World Championship, which I would land in 7th. Not the position I would like to be in, but in the end, did not have my best rides yesterday. Definitely could have paddled better, paddled smarter. And in the end, we all knew to treat each round like it could be the last. And yesterday didn't put down the rides necessary to be up top, but in the end, still just stoked that I got the paddle considering my leg. So in the end, just getting the paddle was great. Being here was already great. Leg is not getting worse. So yeah, stoked that still got the paddle. Definitely not the result I was hoping to get. Still had a fantastic time. But with all that, it is time to head to Volksfest, which is basically a mini Oktoberfest. Good news is they reserved 250 tables, 250 seats. So Kyger's heading that way. Unfortunately, we're supposed to be doing semifinals right now, but still gonna go hang out, have a great time with everyone, and got some fresh lederhosen because I forgot mine. Oh, it's a very quiet crowd. You look great, Gav. Yeah.
When you guys are ready, just...
First!
Okay.
Such a beautiful guitar and I'm gonna ruin it.
So, like, so that I have a rock star guitar.
This better be the best signature I've ever done. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I think we did good. I think we did good. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to sign something I've never signed before. The only thing is, that unfortunately with my signature, it goes down in value, not higher, but well, I've gotten to sign a lot of fun things in my life, but I've never signed a guitar. I was like, this is a beautiful guitar, I don't want to ruin it. I was picking up lunch for me and Chloe, and I had an alarm go off at 12:30, and I was like, why do I have an alarm for 12:30? And I was like, oh crap, I'm supposed to meet somebody at 1 to sign the guitar. I was like, I am not missing this opportunity. That was great.